up, everybody? This is Don Rob over here at the Take podcast from Don Rob Flicks. We got R. Kelly asking Trump for a pardon. We got Diddy saying sorry to his mommy. We got Elon saying sorry to his stepdaddy. Meanwhile, we got Israel and Iran going at it right now. We got Ukraine and Russia still going at it right now. We got protests in all of our streets right now in every major city, but mostly in LA, and it's spreading through every major city. We got Republicans and Democrats still fighting. We got family and friends, loved ones not even talking still. Everything's crazy right now, man. Shit's on fire. Shit's nuts. And, you know, keep in mind, we also got Trump flip-flopping, but in a good way. We're going to talk about that. We also got lawmakers getting unalived right now, man. What the fuck is going on, man? We're gonna talk about it. Let's go.
He's here. He's here. Now broadcasting somewhere in Northern California.
In the bowels, right to the belly of the beast.
Inside his command post. Somewhere in the brick and steel of a nondescript building. We have made contact with him. Don Rob from Don Rob Flicks.
All right, I'm back. What's going down, man? Right now it's crazy, man. I mean, let's just get into it. I wanted to talk about R. Kelly and Diddy and all this shit, but shit's crazy right now. I'm sure everybody sees what's going on right now. We got the fucking world on fire right now. We got Israel and Iran going at it, man. Just fucking, laying bombs on one another right now, man. Just nonstop. But before we go into that, man, really what I want to talk about, and I think we all should watch together real quick. I'm going to comment on some of it while we're watching it. But here we go. I want to watch this right now. I want to comment along with you guys on what I'm seeing, on what my take is, on what we're all seeing together. And but let's hear it. Here we go.
There's people in front of me destroying Waymos, niggas behind me destroying Waymos. There's thousands of people out here discussing with the Trump administration and how the federal government is handling migration. People are out here with hammers, baseball bats, whatever weapon they can find.
Right,
it's dark.
Here's the thing. A lot of these people that are legal actually voted for Trump. Let's keep watching.
Pura la raza latina.
Are you mad?
No expliques Spanish, English.
We're learning that President Trump is ordering another 2,000 National Guard troops to deploy to LA, along with those 700 Marines who already
Guys,
received.
here's my thing. If you're going to be in our country, I'm down with it, man. I'm down with amnesty. I'm down with all this. But look, you got to learn our language, man. I'm down for you guys to be here, man. But at least try, man. Learn our language. But let's keep watching.
Orders.
At the end of the motherfucking day, we're the motherfucking.
Hold on. I know if I was in another country, I would try. I would want to learn at least some of the basics, man. So I wish you guys would do that, man. It's only in your best interest. I'm trying to learn your languages, but man, I can only learn so many. We're a melting pot here in the United States. So how many different languages would I have to learn? You know what I'm saying? Even though I am in California and they say 40% of all migrants live in California. So I'm trying really hard, man, when I'm traveling right now, man. Believe it or not, I'm trying to learn some Spanish right now. I'm trying to learn some basics, but I just ask you to do the same. But let's keep watching this.
People, not fucking them. They're here to protect their interests, not us. They're locking up innocent fucking immigrants that come here to make a life for their families. I'm a first-generation American, but like I've always said, I am Mexican first, American second, and they don't protect my interests or my families. So that's what the fuck is going on here.
And honestly, dog, this is all bullshit because my mom, she comes from Mexico.
Look, if you're gonna be here, you're American first, and then your other country. I don't want that to sound bad. I hope that don't sound bad, but that's part of, coming here to America, man. That's part of coming to this melting pot, man, where, it's a country of people from around the world, man, that's what made us, right? If that's what we're going to stick to and talk about, then, man, you got to be America first, man. You got to be down with this country. You can't be, seriously, man, I'm not down with the flag burnings. I'm down with, flag waving, but I'm not down with people burning the American flag, man. And I know that there's a lot of other people that think like I think that are still down with giving amnesty and making sure that people could get citizenship here. But you shouldn't be burning the flag. But let's keep watching. Even though no one's even burning a flag right now, but it's just with the comment he just made, I had to say that, man, because it's not your country first and then this country. Once you're here and you're trying to live here and be an American citizen, man, you need to learn our language, learn the history, man, and let's all get along, man. Gel together. You know what I'm saying? Let's all make some money together. That's what this is about, man. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. That's the American dream. But let's keep watching.
Going. I'm over here representing her right now because ICE, they will take her and they will come right now. I'm 15, dog, so fuck ICE.
I used to be an undocumented citizen. It took me 27 years because I had to prove who I was. So when people tell me that the process is easy and they should just come in and do it the legal way, it doesn't matter. No matter how hard you try, they're going to make it impossible for people.
They start with the immigrants. They start with the most vulnerable communities. And then once they're done perfecting their system, they go after everybody else.
They know the entire country is against this shit. And they know we're not going to go down without a fight.
I'm proud to be Mexican. I'm proud of my roots. So fucking proud. And this is for the raza.
Fuck la raza, home. Fuck ICE.
I served 4 years in the fucking Marines for this bullshit. I'll fuck you up to myself.
Look, you should be proud of your roots, man. I'm proud of my roots. I'm part Persian. You know, I'm proud of my roots. Even though right now Syria and Iran, Persia is Iran. Just so everybody knows. Some people don't know that. A lot of people do know that, but it's just a quick little reminder. I'm proud of my heritage, but at the same time, I'm an American, man. I live here. I'm born here. This is my language. This is my culture. I'm American, and when I travel the world and I go to other countries, I'm proud to say I'm an American, even though in some cases, man, I'm not. You don't get treated that well, man. But let's keep watching.
If you are born on this soil, it does not matter where you come from. If you have citizenship or not, you are guaranteed due process in this fucking country.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement has set a goal of arresting 3,000 illegal migrants a day.
Fuck you, Trump. You're making the wrong moves, my boy. You're fucking with the wrong people, man. And you know what you're doing?
You are. I mean, if you look at our Constitution, the way it's written, the founding fathers they wrote it well, man. And look at the way they worded some things in there, you know, from talking about U.S. citizens to people. They carefully use their words, but just go back, read the. It's not long, man. The U.S. Constitution is not long. Go read it. It's interesting, and due process is for all people once you're here. Even if you're against, you know, 10 to 20 million people coming in, and I'll be real with you, man. I'm not with that. I'm not with being flooded with people where we don't know where everybody's from. But at the same time, man, there's a lot of people that have been here that their parents may have brought them here when they were 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old, 13 years old. You know, now they're in their 20s, they're in their 30s. You know, dreamers, I think is what they're called, man. And to me, they 100% deserve citizenship. Give it to them. Just off top. Don't even make them wait in line. Just give them some paperwork. Let them know, hey, start paying in, man. Start paying into taxes. Go get yourself a good job. Go get educated if you want. Whatever you need, man. I mean, I'm 110% down with that. And as a matter of fact, I wanted to keep watching this. Well, yeah, we can keep watching it, and then I want to show you guys something else that plays into all this. But watch this.
Get everybody behind Mexicans, pendejo, Latinos, Hispanics.
Why the fuck are you trying to lock the Mexican people up and they got the best food? Tell me that. Tacos and tequila and enchiladas and burritos, fucking corn on the cob. What do they call it? What they call it?
Elote.
Elotes, nigga. Come on. You gonna lock a nigga up that know how to make elotes?
Hey, he's right, man. I mean, that's the best food on planet Earth, man. Look, I used to be married to a Mexican woman. My son, he's half Mexican. And when I was married, man, I weighed like 50 pounds more than I weigh right now. Anyone that knows me will tell you that. They'll be like, yeah, man, when Don, towards the end of him being married, that motherfucker gained some weight. And it's because, man, the food. I mean, it's the best food on earth, man. It really is. When you get a good, authentic, Mexican meal, it's heaven. But I'll tell you what, man, I used to work in and out of Mexicali or Mexicali, however you want me to say it. I used to work in and out of there, man. This was a long time ago. I mean, we're talking a couple decades ago, man. And I would go in and out of there. And one thing I learned, the Mexican food there wasn't as good as a lot of the Mexican food I'm able to get here in California, man. Number one, you get a lot more meat here in California. You just get a bigger plate. But anyways, I'm falling off topic, man. Let's keep watching this together.
That's right, baby. What's the difference about me and this guy? Nothing. We bleed the same. We bleed the same, my boy. Just like you, Trump. We're people, homeboy. We work hard. We fucking work for our family. We're family people. You don't know anything about that. You have no values but money in your mind. That's what you have. Viva la raza! Viva la raza! And everybody that's behind us.
Yesterday, raids took place in downtown Los Angeles, at least 3 different locations. One of them, another Home Depot.
Estas redadas han dejado enmarcadas a las personas con temor a venir a buscar trabajo.
So actually, I heard they actually did not do a raid at the Home Depot. Let me know if I'm wrong, man. Someone leave a comment. Someone, put a comment down there, or whatever. Let me know if I'm wrong about that. But I think I was told that's where they set up shop, which, you can look at it the same way. I mean, if DHS or whoever it is, ICE, whoever's doing this, you set up shop at a Home Depot. I mean, yeah, it's, I could see where people are saying that, but I heard they didn't actually like go into a Home Depot or even on the outskirts and try to raid people that were trying to get a job, man. I could be wrong, but I did hear that. Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm curious if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to defend nothing. You guys already see my take on this here. I think a lot of people, I mean, millions of people, let's just put them in the system, man. Real shit. Let them pay taxes. Let them be a citizen, man. Especially the dreamers, the ones that came here as little kids, man, from their parents, and they've lived a whole life here, man. They're full grown adults now, and they're still basically, man, they're living the life on the run, which is, can you imagine that? I couldn't imagine. I mean, there's been times where I had like little traffic warrants, man, and I felt like I was on the run. So I couldn't even imagine, man. And I've talked to, I've had some friends, man, where I've talked to them, and some friends out of LA, man, and this was when Trump was running the first time in 2015. And I would hear stories from some of them. And one of them, man, I worked with, and I felt bad for what he was going through. I mean, he was already in our country for like 15, 20 years. At this time, he was like, I think 30, 31. And, he got here when he was like 10, man. Or 8. His parents brought him here. And, he did everything, man. Went to school and, grew up and never got to go to college or anything, because he's basically been living the life on the run, on the down low, or however they got to do it, man. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're making paperwork or whatever. I'm not going to get into any of that because I don't know. But, yeah, man, when he told me his story, I really understood it more. And 100% for dreamers, man. You got to let them through and do it right now, man. I don't know if they have or not. I think they have with some, but just do it with all across the board. Do it with anybody that was a little kid that came here and now is an adult. Give them citizenship off top. And, well, let's watch a little more of this, but I do want to jump into something else. I want to keep giving you my take on what I'm watching here with you guys, but there is something else I want to show you that's interesting.
Que estamos haciendo algo, cosas malas, solamente buscamos trabajo, ayudar a la gente de LA que no puede hacer los trabajos rudos, que ninguno de aquí les gusta hacer, construcción, jardinería, roofing, todo eso, o levantar cosas, o limpiar cosas que es muy sucio o es peligroso para el humano. Aquí estamos para ayudarles a ustedes.
Acordémonos que nada aquí es gratis, tenemos que pagar renta, tenemos que pagar teléfono, biles, mandar dinerito a nuestra gente allá, a nuestros países. No somos criminales, sino gente que se viene a ganar el pan cada día, ¿verdad?
If we want to look at the cause of what is happening here, I take it back to raids that took place on Friday.
And that's where tensions escalated. Protesters confronted federal agents in the streets.
Stop it there, because look, I disagree with Mayor Bass, with Karen Bass, 100%. I disagree with her. I think really what got it going, man, was all the media, all the additional media hype on everything, and some people are paid protesters, man, but only a few. But here's the thing, man, if you throw in 20, 30 agitators into a hyped up crowd, those 30 people might turn into 100 real quick. Those 100 will turn into 300. Those 3 will turn into 8. Those 8, so on and so on. So they do throw people in there, man. They've done it from the beginning of our country, man. That's how they roll. That's what they do. They agitate. It's called divide and conquer. We all cannot forget that. And the problem is when you throw these agitators in, it makes the other side like have ammunition to where they could be like, oh, see, they're doing all this bad stuff and blah, blah, blah. But you know where I'm going with that, man. It's bad. So the best thing you could do, matter of fact, we're going to stop watching this right here. It's done. Channel 5, done. Good shit. I love these guys. But I do want to show you guys this real quick because what I'm about to show you right now is basically, Trump flip-flopped, but for a good reason. What do you guys think about this? Check it out.
On immigration. What made you change your mind about targeting in California farmers and people in the hotel and leisure business?
Well, we're not targeting. In fact, if you look today, I put out a statement today about farmers. Our farmers are being hurt badly by, they have very good workers. They've worked for them for 20 years. They're not citizens, but they've turned out to be, great. And we're going to have to do something about that. We can't take farmers and take all their people and send them back because they don't have maybe what they're supposed to have, maybe not. And you know what's going to happen and what is happening? They get rid of some of the people because, you go into a farm and you look and people don't, they've been there for 20, 25 years, and they've worked great, and the owner of the farm loves them and everything else, and then you're supposed to throw them out, and you know what happens? They end up hiring the people, the criminals that have come in, the murderers from prisons and everything else. So we're going to have an order on that pretty soon, I think. We can't do that to our farmers, and leisure too, hotels. We're going to have to use a lot of common sense.
So some people, they say, oh, it's because he owns his own hotels. And yeah, maybe. It might be that. But I think other people have also talked to him because he's also talking about the farm workers. But keep in mind what he's saying. He's talking about the people that have been there for 10, 20 years, working at these hotels in the hospitality or working on these farms that have made a life for themselves, and they live in these cities and they contribute. But this goes back to what I was talking about a minute ago with all the dreamers and just people that have been here for a long time. And we have to do a quick streamline for these people. But I will say this: if you're a piece of shit, or if you were someone that might have been locked up in your other country and you were kind of just thrown here and told, hey, don't come back, we're gonna drain you out to here, man, you got to go. We don't want you here, man. We don't. We got enough of our own problems in all the hoods, man. We got enough in all the streets. We deal with a lot in this country, man. And if you're not gonna, if you don't want to be a part of the solution, then you got to go. You need to leave. If you're going to, if you're going to be with us for the solution to fix the streets and to fix everything and all the problems we have out there, and you're going to work hard and you're going to contribute to society, then you should stay. That's my opinion. But man, if you were in your country, just unaliving people and doing all kinds of dirt and was locked up, and if that's true and a bunch of inmates were released into our country, I'm with getting rid of all of them, man. 100%. Everybody else, I want to figure something out for them, man. I want to figure something out for them, especially if it's it's some mom with her kids and the kids are citizens or whatever and the mom's not, and they want to deport the mom. We need to figure something out for them, man. But I get it. If they've only been here for like a year, or got here in that last year as brain dead Biden, was our president, that's a different story, man. I feel like a lot of people kind of overfled in, man. And we gotta, what I worry about are the people that we didn't know who they were, that kept running, that didn't turn themselves in. That's who they need to go after, man. I think if you turned yourself in, let's figure something out for those people. Let's figure something out for those particular people. But if you were a runner and you weren't smart enough to know that I could just turn myself in and it's no big deal, they're gonna give me a one-way ticket to any city I want to go to, and they're gonna help me pay my rent, and they're gonna help feed me, and I'm gonna get kind of put into this system. If you weren't smart enough, like millions of other people from around the world, when they did that, and if you kept running, if you were what they call a godaway, then there's something up with you, man. I mean, you must have had a bunch of dirt from your home country, and those are the motherfuckers I'm worried about. That's it. I'm not worried about all the other people. So, just like, I'm down, just like with this dude here. Look,
keep in mind, we're protesting, but the Americans are the ones doing this shit. You feel me? We're just chilling. Keep that in mind. That sends a message, bro. America doesn't even like America. The Mexicans like America.
You ain't burning that flag. I don't care. I'm Mexican. My family's an immigrant. You're not burning that flag. You're not burning that flag. You're not burning that flag. You're not burning that fucking flag. We don't condone burning the American flag at all.
And we're fucking Mexican, dog.
We don't condone burning the flag at all. At all. Nobody's burning no flag.
100%, man. I agree with him 100%. If you cause problems, that's what they want, man. That's what they want. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you're feeding into Trump, because that's not what this is about, man. You're feeding into the machine. You're feeding into a machine. You're feeding into a media machine for both sides of the politics to feed that machine, and they just want to go on and go on and go on and go on and keep talking about it. We all know that, man. I mean, come on. I know that. You guys know that. And you're just feeding into the problem. So you should protest, and what you shouldn't be doing, man, is burning shit down and looting stores, man, because all that does is, I'm telling you right now, that just heats it up, man. That doesn't get anybody their way. It doesn't work, man. It never has. It never will. The police, not just the police, but the National Guard and our military, the Marines, man, it's a losing battle, man. And we're better off just trying to, we all need to come together and figure something out for these people, man. And let's move on from the topic. We'll talk. I'm sure we're going to be talking a lot more about it. But you know what I want to get into now? I want to get into
Once the siren
Israel
starts
and Iran,
wailing, Israelis have about 13 minutes to get into a shelter, because that's the amount of time it takes for an Iranian ballistic missile to reach.
I feel like Israel feels like the end of their time could be here right now, just like Ukraine feels the same way. So they have no problem trying to spark World War III. And I don't want to be a part of it, man. We don't need to be a part of it. I'm all about us first. And part of us first is we need to get out of these endless conflicts, man. They're endless. My whole life, since I was a kid, man, it seems like we've always been involved in these things. And I want to be out of them. I don't want to deal with them. I don't want to spend billions of dollars or trillions of dollars and stay in these wars each time that lasts 2 to 5 years, if not longer, man. I mean, look at Afghanistan and all that. We were in that shit for decades, man. I mean, there were soldiers in that war towards the end that weren't even born when it kicked off. That's when you know you got problems, man. So, yeah, I want to get out of these wars. I don't want to be brought into these wars. Now we got fucking Israel.
As Iran fired its most potent weapons
right now.
at the prime target that is downtown Tel Aviv.
I'm not down
Some
with
of
that.
what we saw come crashing down were the remnants of missiles hit by Israeli interceptors. They have a high success.
Look, I want Israel to have their own state, their own country, whatever you call it, man. But I don't want to be dragged into these fucking wars where you got fucking ballistic missiles dropping on major cities. I don't want to see that here ever. They always talk about how we got this big body of water.
Officials say the country's Mossad spy agency
Israel snuck
actually
in,
smuggled weapons
had people
into Iran.
in there, in Iran, and then they launched drones from within. Ukraine did the same thing recently to Russia. Look.
The plan, like something from a spy thriller, took 18 months and involved smuggling drones into
want
Russia.
That to happen to
the
us.
drones then hidden in makeshift
I
wooden
don't want
cabins
us to
mounted
be a
on
part of
cargo
everything
trucks.
out there,
the
man.
roof
What are we
opening
doing,
remotely.
man?
And
what are we doing? That's crazy. It really is, man. I don't want to see this here. Look at the skies. And it's endless every night right now. I mean, today, as I'm recording this, you got Iran getting like 20, 30, I mean, not Iran, but Israel, like 20, 30 ballistic missiles at a time raining down on them right now. And at the same time, they're raining shit down over on Iran. They're blowing up oil fields and everything. It's all at the same time. Before it was like they'd bomb them, a day or two would go by, then the next, Iran would bomb Israel. Right now, they're literally bombing each other at the same time and blowing shit up. Man, the world is on fire right now, man. It's on fire. But the good news is this right here. Diddy said sorry to his mom.
The rap mogul's mom, Janice Combs, entered the courtroom June 9th for day 19 of the sex trafficking trial. He expressed his gratitude for her presence. According to NBC News reporters in the room, after the courtroom returned from lunch, Combs mouthed to his mother, "I love you, Mom."
He's a gimp. He's a cock gimp, however you say it. He's a fucking gimp. Likes to put on that gimp outfit, they say, and likes to watch his women get fucked by big dicks. That's crazy. That's crazy. I couldn't do it. No. No. Fuck no. Here's the other good news. Elon said sorry to his stepdaddy.
Well, Elon Musk says he has some regrets about his explosive back and forth with President Trump on social media last week. But can their friendship be saved?
Elon is, man, he's just a troll. He's a troll, and he's a power tripper. He likes to go after whoever has the most power. I don't trust Elon, but I still think he's a genius. I still think he did things for our country that to this day are helping us. I mean, Starlink is fucking cool. I love Starlink. Starlink's dope. I mean, you know, we got Starlink on the boat and on the trailer. It's great, man. We carry around the little, you know, case, and I love it. I love Starlink. And, I mean, I'm thinking about converting over to T-Mobile for their Starlink service. I mean, you know, and they're not even paying me to tell you that. So I like Starlink. I don't know how every one of us wouldn't like Starlink. And, you know, that's him. I didn't know he was fucking shooting. You know, I didn't know he was putting satellites all around planet Earth to have this web of, you know, internet called Starlink. That's crazy to me, man. So I don't know. I'm down with Starlink. I'm down with what dude keeps doing, but I still think he's a weirdo. I don't trust him, and he's a master troll, but he's a genius, and he's, you know, one of the richest motherfuckers on planet Earth. I wouldn't say the richest because not everybody tells us how much money they have. We keep thinking, you know, we know everything here in America, or you know what? We're narcissistic, man. We really are, man. Like how we try to preach all the woke shit onto the rest of the world, man, or like, you know, all the green stuff, you know, where the climate and all that, we're preaching it onto the whole world. We have to remember, man, look, this weekend right now while I'm filming this, Trump is having the 250th birthday for the Army, right? Well, like he said, the Army is a year older than America. Do you guys know how old China is, and Russia and all these other countries? Look, and for the people that are just listening, I mean, they're thousands of years old, man. We're not even 250 years old. Why do we think we should fucking tell people how to be? We need to get out of their business, man. It's none of our business. It goes back to the wars. Fuck these wars. We don't need to be a part of these wars. We don't need to be telling people that they should turn their kids into something else, or we don't need to be telling people shit. It's none of our business. None of our business, man. So it all trips me out, man. It really does. It's crazy that people play into all this shit, you know? But here's the other good news, you know, that some people might be happy about. I'm not, because I'm hoping, you know, Diddy and this dude can hook up in prison and make a good, you know, remake for us on you know, one of their songs. But, you know, R. Kelly.
Breaking news. R. Kelly asked Donald Trump for a pardon. That's right. His attorneys confirmed R. Kelly just asked Donald Trump for a pardon.
Embattled R&B singer R. Kelly is pleading for President Trump's help, claiming there's a plot to kill him in prison. The singer, whose full name is Robert Kelly, is serving a 30-year sentence in a North Carolina prison for sex trafficking and abuse of minors. He's also serving a concurrent 20-year sentence in Chicago for similar charges. A 20-page emergency motion filed Tuesday and obtained by Variety reveals his legal team is demanding an immediate release to home detention. They claim authorities tried to enlist another inmate to have Kelly killed and say they have evidence to prove it. The motion includes a sworn statement from a terminally ill Aryan Brotherhood gang leader who alleges that authorities offered him freedom to spend his last days outside if he killed Kelly. That inmate allegedly confronted Kelly in March, but backed out at the last moment, telling him about the plot. Now, Kelly's team claims that same inmate and Kelly himself are targeted again by a second gang member, ordered to kill them both. Kelly has long denied all accusations, which even date back to his 1994 marriage to the late singer Aaliyah, who was only 15 at the time, despite a marriage certificate claiming she was 18. Kelly was 27.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Kelly's attorneys argue his case falls in line with the kind of justice President Trump claims to fight for, like his recent high-profile pardons, including reality TV stars Todd and Julie Chrisley.
He's scared, man. He's scared. You think Trump will pardon him? What do you guys think? We're going to follow this.
And Donald Trump, you need to give it to him. If you want to get back in good with black people, give him a pardon. You pardon the Chrisleys, you pardon the NBA Youngboy, you pardon Larry Hoover, pardon this man. Now, R. Kelly, we know you may not have the $1 million to get a pardon. I got 5 on it. I put 10 on GoFundMe page if we need to. But you need to come out and do that double CD and have that Vegas residency. That's right, the man has suffered long enough. It's time for him to get out. If you pardon everybody else, pardon the king of R&B. For hits. That's right. R. Kelly done his time. And he has asked the Teflon Don, Donald Trump, for a pardon. Now, Donald Trump, we've been at odds a little bit, but you can get back on my good side if you pardon R. Kelly. That's right. Pardon Diddy while you doing it too. But it's time for R. Kelly to come home. Kels, come home. You need to lose some weight. You need to get back in shape. Make sure you still got those vocals. But it's time for Donald Trump to do the right thing for America and the United States and pardon R. Kelly just like his attorneys just asked for.
I'm curious what the fuck's going to happen here. I'm real curious if Trump will pardon him. I don't think he will, though, man. I mean, not the shit R. Kelly did. But then again, you never know with Trump, man. I mean, he likes to pardon motherfuckers. He does. He likes to pardon people, man. I mean, look. On top of, I mean, all those January 6ers, what was like 1,500 of them? Or I forget the number, but... And, you know, in his last term, I mean, all those other pardons. So he does like to pardon, man. And Biden likes to pardon too, right? He liked to pardon too. It's just a little different. Biden, you know, pretty much pardoned his whole family and a bunch of crooked politicians so nobody could go after them. And he gave them like a 10-year window or something like that. Am I wrong? Or was that just his son that he did that for? And Anthony Fauci? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, man. But we're going to be following that too. So, but I need you guys to make sure you check my sponsor out. Because my sponsor means a lot to me. My sponsor makes this happen along with you guys. If it wasn't for my sponsor, and if it wasn't for you guys, and of course, if it wasn't for YouTube and Spotify and iHeart and Pandora and Amazon Music and I know I'm forgetting someone here, man, Apple Music, Deezer. If it wasn't for all this, we wouldn't have the podcast. But make sure, well, here, just... Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Don Rob over here at Don Rob Flicks Take Podcast. I just wanted to remind you that, don't forget, we're being sponsored by these guys right here. So make sure you go over there, take a look at it. It's sicktv.com by Brother Lynch Hung. That's SICCTEEVEE.com. sicktv.com. Go there, take a look at it. Basically, it's a hood version of Netflix is really what it is. And there's also a merch store. You get some shit over there. So go take a look. Let's get back to the podcast. Welcome back. We're back. You know, between the time I went and took a piss, I mean, and we've been doing this for the last 30 minutes. I mean, fucking Isreal, man. They tried to drag us into the war. They actually asked Trump if we'll come into the war.
Right now.
Alex, we're just learning here this afternoon from a U.S. official that Israel had approached the United States, the president, about a potential plan to assassinate the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Khamenei.
But you know what the good news is? The good news is Trump said no. No. Listen. He's not for war, everybody. He's not for war, everyone. All you TDS people, aren't you happy? Didn't you think he was just going to jump in and bow down? I mean, look, he wants to make deals, man. It's very obvious. That's what he loves to do. He doesn't want to fucking blow people up, man. He's not trying to kill people. He's not trying to do let's watch this guy here.
You, nigga, we don't need you.
Donald Trump is the greatest president ever in history.
I love him.
Drop dead.
Drop what?
Drop dead.
Well, that's not very nice. What is going on, everyone? James Klug here. It is that time of the year again. Flag Day, June 14th, is President Donald J. Trump's birthday. So today, we've come to the city of brotherly love to see if people have a birthday message for him. This should be a good time. Let's go talk to some people.
Trump's 79.
Trump's birthday is June 14th. What's your birthday message to him?
You.
He's 79.
We don't need you.
The hell with him.
Don't run for election again.
Okay, he can't.
Mr. Trump, go back to Germany.
What's your birthday message to him?
You're crazy.
You really want my real opinion?
Give it to me.
Yep. Yeah.
Trump.
Man, Donald Trump, man. He good.
No,
That's your
Donald
opinion.
Trump, man. We love Donald Trump. I don't know what that guy talking about.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Cheers to you.
What about you, man?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Uncle.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Right on,
Happy
man.
birthday.
What is he talking
I
about?
don't know what the hell
Man,
he's talking
Donnie, we need them stemmies out here, bro. Send that
bring that
PUA
cheese
back
back.
in the Betty. We waiting for that
Good
PUA.
on that money, plus I ain't get it.
Hoping he have a long life,
What's up?
and he's a very nice man to me.
Hopefully it's his last one. I don't know.
I hope it's his last.
You hope that's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I'm not usually that way about anybody.
No. So what is it about Donald Trump that makes you say you hope he dies?
I think he's a dangerous person. I think he's dangerous to the country. I think he's hurting a lot of people.
How do you think he's
I've ever experienced anybody in my life that I ever wished. And
that's crazy, man. How the fuck are you gonna say you hope a president dies? And look, I'm all for freedom of speech, but isn't there consequences to that? Shouldn't there be some consequences to that? I mean, people have already tried to kill him, right? Haven't they?
of life on.
Right. Wow.
Sorry about that.
Trump.
Why Trump?
Because he's a piece of shit.
Why do you think he's a piece of shit? What's going on there? It's his birthday.
I hope he dies on his birthday. He's a piece of shit.
Drop dead.
Drop what?
Drop dead.
Well, that's not very nice.
Yo, be kinder, man.
Be kinder.
Please, show a little love and compassion for people.
Yeah.
All right? You're supposed to be everybody's president and just not president who you want to be.
We've heard some people wishing death upon Donald Trump today. What are your thoughts about that?
That's not nice.
No.
Yeah, because you never wish somebody. And he does a lot of things, maybe something not very good. But Donald Trump, to me, he's a greatest man.
Donald Trump is the greatest president ever in history. There would never be a president like him because he give Jews the language, but he give a about American people, and he care about American people.
But remember, nobody is perfect. He do a lot of things that's great.
He got some people, they don't know no better.
Why is it the people we could barely understand talking are the ones supporting him so strongly right now, and the ones really giving this guy an interview? Man, what the fuck's up with that, man? But let's keep watching it.
Rather have people like Joe Biden and people in office. They rather have those type people that say that. They rather have the Democrat Party running this country.
I'm running into people that are saying they love him here. All different types of people that are saying they love him. What's going on there?
They're idiots.
I've had people calling for his death today.
Oh,
Would you condemn that?
Him.
What was that?
You don't want to kill him.
So you're not agreeing on that.
No.
What would you like to see instead of death?
I'd
You just
like
said it's
him
too easy.
jailed and to lose his money.
And for what specifically?
One, he has been cheating people, at least going back to the Atlantic City casinos that he made, and he went bankrupt on purpose. He has been.
Is that illegal to go bankrupt?
When you do it as often as he does and the way he does it, it should be.
When it comes down to how he's hurting people, how's he hurting people?
Oh, he's.
Listen, that's your fucking federal right, man, to file bankruptcy. You could do it every 7 years. When you're a citizen of the United States, that is your federal right to file bankruptcy. Just like in our country, I believe there's no such thing as a debtor's prison. As long as you go to prison for lying, man, for evading, for doing things like that. You don't go for being honest and admitting you owe someone money and you're trying to pay it back. We don't have debtor's prison here. That's another thing that makes us different. But let's keep watching. Those are little things that I'm just like, man, who cares if we filed bankruptcy? Guess what? I filed bankruptcy before. It was over 10 years ago. It's not even on my credit anymore. You would never even know I ever filed bankruptcy. But, it's your federal right. If you need to file, you should be able to file bankruptcy. If you're in massive credit debt, if you're buried and you could barely pay rent, and you're trying to struggle, and you're paying all these credit cards and a car note or two, and you made some mistakes. It's your federal right. You could file bankruptcy. You could do a restructure to where you could get a trustee and make payments back. Or it's your right to file bankruptcy, to declare bankruptcy, and to basically say fuck it to all your credit cards, and you're giving everything up, and you're just you're going to start over again. That's your federal right, man, to do it every 7 years. The crazy thing is there's people from other parts of the world, and I'm not talking shit saying this is a fact. There's people that fill up containers of goods and send them back to their home countries, and on purpose file bankruptcy and don't pay that shit off. So, don't give me that shit that, a businessman was forced to file bankruptcy on a handful of their businesses when they've had hundreds of businesses. A lot of people don't realize that Trump had hundreds of businesses, not just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hundreds, on top of all of his many licensing deals. You guys know what those are, right? A license. We're going to do a whole pod about that, about licensing deals and just. But anyways, we're falling off topic. Let's get back into this.
Eliminating international development, that whole construct that has been saving thousands and thousands of lives, us sharing the beneficence that we've been given, and now he doesn't want to share it because he doesn't want to pay it. It's a kind of greed. It's a fundamental greed.
I did recently read they did transfer the humanitarian aid programs and all that stuff, majority of those, into the State Department and absolved the rest. What do you think about that?
They said they transferred them. They didn't transfer any of the money, and they certainly haven't restarted any of the money that they stopped.
Donald Trump's birthday. What is your birthday message to him?
I'll just say, I don't wish you a happy birthday.
No? Why not?
I don't wish him a happy birthday because I think he's destroying our country, putting our democracy at risk.
I'm hearing a lot of that.
Yeah. You don't want to hear what I have to say.
I do. I would love to hear what you have to say.
It's her opinion, right?
It's not for public consumption.
Give a birthday.
See how she said it? That's okay. That's her opinion. That other dude saying, he wishes him dead and shit, that's crazy, man, but let's keep watching.
Wish, at least?
No.
There are a lot of laws in this country that are wrong.
Do you blame him, or do you blame the people that, the policymakers that allow for that?
He should not. There are a lot of other people who don't do that. So,
but if it's not illegal, why should he go to prison for it?
Well, there are other things he did. Let's see, he attacked several women that we know of. He was also involved in the
Who did he attack?
He attacked that woman in the department store up in New York. I forget.
E. Jean Carroll, right? Now, E. Jean Carroll didn't know when it happened, really where it happened. She didn't know. She didn't even know the year.
Have you ever been raped?
Most victims would understand the year that they were raped.
Decades
wasn't that civil? That was a civil court, not criminal.
That's because it was too late to try it in criminal because of our laws.
Well, with civil, all you need is a district that's 80.
Man, that should scare every one of us. Look, there shouldn't be statute of limitations. I agree if you've been molested or raped. But the problem is, man, this is 100% definitely going to create frivolous lawsuits and finger pointing. It's already happening. We're seeing it. It's going to happen on a major scale with normal people outside of the celebrities. It's being tested out on all these celebrities right now. And as it works on them, I'm telling you, I'm not worried. I've never done shit. But the point is, we're all going to know someone or something where, they might go down for something they really didn't do. And maybe they don't have the money to really fight it, man. And what are they going to get, a public defender? Come on, man. So, yeah, it's just not right. It is right, but it isn't right. I don't know, man. That's one of those catch-22 things where I'm not sure exactly what to think. But let's keep watching.
80+% Democrat of people that hate him, and you're basically going to lose that, aren't you?
I don't know.
Birthday message for Donald Trump?
A birthday message? Happy birthday.
birthday.
Right on. You guys, everyone knows that Maha summer is here. We are getting healthy and ripped. Also, vaping is incredibly lame. It's genuinely embarrassing, so don't get caught slipping. Instead of reaching for products filled with seed oils and chemicals, make the move to Fume. Flavored Air is quickly becoming the leading alternative to vaping and smoking, and at the forefront of it all.
Vaping's not lame, dude. But I gotta skip past this because I'm not trying to give them advertisement. Sorry.
You have a birthday wish for Donald Trump.
Good luck. Good luck. Happy birthday.
Many more. Happy birthday, man. Just happy birthday.
Right on, man.
Yes, sir. Thumbs
Very
up.
cool.
Thumbs up. Yes,
How do you think he's doing so far? You think he's doing pretty good?
I don't really look at all that, man. I just like rap, man. I don't really look at all that. I just like Bloodhound Low Jeff. That's it.
What do you think? Do you think Donald Trump's good for the rap community?
Yep. He getting everybody out.
We're running into a lot of people that are saying, hey, he's doing a good job. What's going on with that? I thought we were in Philly.
Dude, I don't know. People need to pull their heads out, is what I'm saying.
Go Birds.
All right.
F off.
Happy birthday, you punk motherfucker.
Go home, man.
Go home? Wait, is that the White House right now or what? You don't think he's doing a good job?
No, I think he's off.
Why? What has he done that's wrong?
What has he done that's right?
This guy's a hater.
Immigration? 95% reduction in illegal crossings? Isn't that bad for human traffickers?
Obviously, we're not going to agree, so I'm not going to. Because as far as I'm concerned, Donald Trump is a bad man. He should be in jail by now.
Stop.
They tried.
Yeah, they tried to give him 300 to 400 years. Did you guys all realize that? But let's keep going.
Doing that to him, using lawfare. What was going on there?
What happened was they went by normal rules with Trump.
Did they make an exception for
That
him,
hater
actually?
right
A
here.
DA that downgrades
he
40
drank
or
the Kool-Aid.
50% of felonies to a misdemeanor, but they upgraded him?
And he should have been upgraded. He should be in jail right now. You got to understand, there's nothing good for Donald Trump that I would have.
This guy drank the Kool-Aid. Did you
Well,
drink the
prices
Kool-Aid
are plummeting
too?
right now.
You
Energy, yeah.
No.
Airfare, energy, gasoline.
Gasoline is about the same price it was when Biden was.
About 12%
Gas is
drop.
definitely down,
this
unless you
past
live
month.
here in my state.
Because I just filled up yesterday.
Well, at your specific one, but we're talking about
No,
overall.
all around, it's pretty much the same.
He hasn't done everything, but he's done
I'm
a
misled
lot.
on that?
Yeah, you are.
People are just telling me this stuff. What's going on there?
People are misled.
Do you have any regrets about voting for Donald Trump? Or is it going the way that you planned?
Yeah, everything that he said he was going to do, he did it.
I don't care. I still can't stand him.
All he wants to do
That
is
dude
take
had a
care of
good point,
himself
huh?
and his buddies and screw the American people.
He ain't did me no wrong, because if he was doing wrong, he would have never got back in office.
He did things, some of them very good, some of them not really that good.
Turmoil
okay?
creates
So be
divide
fair,
and conquer.
okay? I love him.
He's playing fair with what he sees.
You know, a lot of turmoil and all that stuff, and he had no choice. He had to use the different kind of police and then control these people.
Yeah.
Right?
California, you're talking about? A little bit out of control, huh?
Yeah.
Take it easy on California,
You
man.
gotta stop it. Listen, first off, you guys, California is a big fucking state. We're big. More people in this state voted for Trump than any other state. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Am I right? This I have to fact check myself on, and I'll let myself know right here if I'm right or wrong. And if I'm wrong, my bad. If I'm right, I thought I was. But if I'm not, fuck it. But you know, the whole point is, the whole point here is, it's. I forgot where I'm going, but let's keep watching.
What's going on over there? I mean, it seems like they're burning down their own
problem
city.
with
What's
that.
going on over there, man?
It's not about
This
them
right
burning
here,
down their own
it's,
city.
It's like
Let
97%.
the governor
they say,
handle his
96.
business in his state.
I don't believe that.
Okay,
Let's keep
just
watching.
because you have a disagreement with whoever, whether it be Elon, whoever, like, chill, dude.
That's the final message there.
Just chill, dude.
People say that he could not use the certain police and this and that, but he had no choice. He wanted to protect us first.
Listen, my governor is not doing a good job, man. He's fucking up. My governor, excuse me. My governor, I hope he does not become our president. I really do. But I'm here to tell you, if he runs, there's a big possibility he will win because he's a good salesman. He's good at talking. He's good at playing angles. And, you know, most people, they say when they meet him in person, they like him. They all say he's a nice person in person. They like him. So, you know, as the rest of the country gets to know him from doing more interviews and things like that, maybe everybody will start liking him more. And I'm telling you, he can win. I've seen this guy go from mayor of San Francisco all the way to where all of you have heard of him. But you didn't really hear of him before he was mayor. And before mayor, he was he was like I think the parking, someone, involved like in high up in parking management or something like that. I don't know. That's another thing I'll have to throw up right here and fact check myself on. I'll be curious. So, but Gavin doing a bad job, man. He's making it to where, we're having really high gas prices. There's a lot he can do with just an executive order pen to where he could, just slice some fat. He chooses not to. He helps promote the fat and make the fat get bigger. And he just builds onto the fat. He helps feed the fat and he feeds the cancer, unfortunately. So I'm not down with his politics. So, and on top of that, he doesn't do shit about crime in our state at all. He really doesn't, man. He doesn't do shit about crime. He acts like he does. He plays a big game, on his podcast and some of the things he says. Look, he for sure has said Latinx, and so has his team. I've been around people, in the corporate world where they use that word, and I've even argued with them. I'm like, look, do you know anybody from Mexico or from South America? Because they're lumping everybody into one thing and just calling them Latinx. And all these people are like, well, most of them are like, I hope this don't sound bad, man, because most of them are like Karens. I mean, they're like white women. That's where I've always heard it, in the corporate world. And then, you hear it from the men that worry about how those women are going to look at them, or how the company they represent or work for, or whatever, how they're going to treat them. So they play into it. Next thing you know, you got this whole fucking class of people calling everyone from South America Latinx. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It really is, man. I've gotten big arguments with these people over it to where they most of them don't even really like to talk to me anymore. They look at me like, oh, this guy, I mean, forget it. Well, now I'm really falling off topic, but I will say this, man. Have you noticed in any of these protests in LA or anywhere, you don't hear and you don't see any flags saying Latinx? Do you? I haven't seen one. Think about that. That's something to think about. So you tell me if I'm wrong. I've been right this whole time. Common sense tells me I'm right, man.
Happy birthday to my current president and my past president, back in office, show them how it's done. Yo, big ups, bro, big ups.
Happy birthday, it's like, no, we with you.
Everybody deserves a little good happiness on their birthday, which I'm willing to provide. Yes. Happy birthday to my young boy. Happy birthday to my young boy. Like that, yeah. But happy birthday, Donald Trump.
All right, everyone, that is it for today. So we had some pretty interesting conversations with people here in Philadelphia.
Well, I mean, that dude's interesting. I mean, James Klug, K-L-U-G is how you spell his last name. If you go to search on YouTube, if you just type in on The Voice and say James Klug, it'll bring up a C-L-U-G-G dude and say it's not the same person. So James Klug, it's K-L-U-G, I believe. Some of their man on the streets, with some of these YouTubers, I've seen some of them get fucking knocked out, man. I've seen some of them get fucked up. So, but let's move on. Check them out sometime. So, speaking of all this hate right now, man, and the way some of those, people are talking there, man, and if you watch a lot of these men on the streets, you'll see a lot more of that. And it's a lot more common, and it's really common amongst like older white women for some reason, man. And that's what I've noticed. Maybe, it's all older women of all ethnicities. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. But I am noticing it's a lot of like white women, like Karens and women from like the age of maybe 45 and up. And for the majority, I'm not saying all, but just, if you were to take a split of 50-50, it's above 50%, I would say, in that age group. And then on younger, I'm noticing, and let me know if I'm off, man. But what I think I'm noticing on the younger, it might be like a 50-50 split. There's a big possibility it's a 50-50 split, or maybe a little more leaning towards Trump. Am I wrong? I don't know, man. Again, I don't know if it's because of where I'm looking or what my algorithm's showing me. But I do try to change that up by, I try to understand algorithms, even though they all move really quick on all of us, right? So none of us ever really get it unless we're the ones there making it happen, but we're not. But yeah, man. So with all this hate, the way these people are talking, it's making people feel like it's normal. Just like, dude that shot, like Luigi, man, like the Luigi dude, you know. Well, it's happening again, man, but this time with lawmakers. Let's watch some of this together. It happened out in Minnesota, man. It happened out in Minnesota, and it looks like a senator and a congresswoman were both shot, and I think the congresswoman, I know the congresswoman died, and I think the senator's still alive. I could be wrong. But let's watch this together, man.
Suspect wanted in the murders of State Representative Melissa Hortman, and her husband, and the shooting and an attack of Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Now, these are the pictures that we have of Belter. The two on the left are pictures that have been pulled off of web profiles. The two on the right were submitted yesterday by the state he's wanted for. Now, here's the big update. He has not yet been captured, but there is a large police presence in Faxton Township. Now, this is in Sibley County, where we believe one of Belter's cars was found this morning. Our Babs Santos is there.
Stuff like that really worries me when I see things like that, because I worry about, the whole copycat effect. And it almost makes me wish they didn't even let us all know about this, even though I know that we all need to be made aware of everything that's happening, and it's important for us to be able to see everything that's happening. I get it. 100%. I get it. But you guys know what I mean. I worry about the whole copycat scenario here, and sorry if you guys are hearing a beep in the background. This room's pretty sealed off, but there's some serious construction going on literally right next door. I don't know if you guys have been hearing it throughout the pod, but it's there. But it's pretty. I have some. It's soundproof in here. It should be, but I'm hearing it a little bit. Let me know if you guys are hearing it, because I'm not wearing a headset, so I'm really not sure. But I'm hearing it a little bit in the background with my normal ears. But maybe I should start wearing a headset. I don't know. But yeah, man. It's not good to see this, because this isn't what we want to see. I mean, this particular woman, this lawmaker, well, look what they're saying this is why it might have happened.
So here's what I have to say about this so far. If you're thinking about the names that are on his list, the hit list, it begs the question, why would there be Democrat names only on that list? The state representative, Melissa Hortman, had recently sided with Republicans.
That's not good, because, we want them to work across the aisle. We want them to work together. That's what makes everything run the best in our country, right? Is if people talk and communicate and try to work together and come to an agreement and make deals together, right? That's what helps our country, right? It's what helps in business. That's in everything. So yeah, that's not good. And it almost seems like a paid hit, the way this guy wore the latex mask, the way he was like a fake cop. But, maybe by the time they air this, maybe not they, by the time I air this, maybe he'll be caught.
Breaking news. Good evening. We are breaking into regular programming briefly tonight to let you know that 57-year-old Vance Belter, the suspect in the assassination of Representative Melissa Hortman, has been apprehended near his home in Green Isle, according to sources, and we believe that he's been apprehended alive.
I'll say the magic word, allegedly. The majority of all these things that are happening are from progressive or Democrat people, man. If you, I like to use the whole pie scenario. You know, if you take a pie and you cut it up. I'm not saying it's 100% that, but it's more than 50. I think it's more than 75. I would, in the last like 5 years, maybe a little longer. I don't know. I could be wrong. Let me know. Leave a comment down below. And don't forget, man, like this, subscribe to it, share it. That really helps me, man. It helps me in the algorithm. Hook me up, man. Hook me up. Help me out. I need you guys' help. You know, it helps me throw me into the other people's algorithms if you guys do that for me. So yeah, do me a favor, man. Try to share this. You know, put me in your notifications. So hit that, hit like on there. Just, you know, help me out here, man. Help me out. And it helps the channel continue to grow. And again, thank you to the new subs that we got here on the channel. And all the new, I mean, I appreciate all the views. And if you're not here on YouTube, if you're over, you know, we just started up on Rumble. If you're here on Rumble, if you're there on Rumble, thank you for, you know, subbing to our channel. If you're listening to us on audio only, thank you. I mean, that means a lot. And I just want to say thank you. You know, if you're listening to us on Spotify or Amazon Music or Apple Music or Deezer or just any of them, man, Pandora, iHeart. You know, I'm not reading any notes. I'm just kind of going off my head here, and so I know I'm forgetting. But wherever you get your favorite podcast, or just like to listen to your podcast on audio, and if you're listening to me there, thank you, and I really appreciate it. So, but let's keep moving in. Let's keep moving on what we're talking about here. It's not good. It's not good at all. We don't want to see this. We want this to come to an end. We don't need no third world type of shit going on here. That's my concern right now. Just like, you know, on the protest, let's everybody, man, try to keep the protest civil. Keep them civil. You got to keep them civil. I mean, look, I'm not even going to get into it, man. Let's just keep it civil, man. I don't even think it's going to help. Just to be honest with you, I don't even think it's going to help, unfortunately. And you know, and I'm all for you know, I'm all for creating a fast path and making things easier for people, 100%. And I agree it needs to happen, but at the same time, I'm not for mass migration to where it shocks the system. You know, in every business, you have to forecast. You have to be able to forecast your numbers, meaning you have to be able to, like, if you own a company, let's just say you own some little store on the corner, and you look at your numbers that you sold the previous year for that same month, and your goal is to always beat that. You want to know that number, and your goal is you should be able to predict that you can achieve that plus 5 to 10, if not 15%. Maybe you're fucking, you have a perfect company and that shit's, bam, you hit a 50%. I don't know, man. But the point is, you can forecast. If you, this is a reversal of a good forecast, right? This would be like a bunch of money taken out of a company and they didn't see it coming. This would be like if they didn't see that they were going to lose half of their clientele, that out of nowhere it was just going to disappear on them. And it was a year later, that same month, they were going to have 50% less of clientele. That is how you would compare it in business. And it's not a good thing, man. It's bad. And so you have to be able to forecast. And part of forecasting is being able to know the numbers and know where the numbers are at, where they're coming from. But not even necessarily where they're coming from, but you do need to know where they're at and how many exist in order to forecast properly and create budgets and all that good stuff. Because, you know, in our state, you know, Medi-Cal is drained right now. And, you know, our governor, this great governor that these people were talking about, you know, Gavin Newsom, he's asking for money right now because, you know, we're broke. And at one time we had a surplus, and it wasn't even that long ago that we had a surplus. So that's what really pisses me off about that. We had a surplus, I think like 3 governors ago. So yeah, it's not good, man. But you know, let's move on. Change topics. You know, one of my biggest fears every week when I travel is this right here. So there's a lone survivor, and what's crazy is so much has been going on in the world between Iran and you know, and Israel and Ukraine, Russia, just everything, you know, like, I mean, and speaking of that, not to jump off topic from this, and sorry that I jump around like that, but during this podcast, on top of, you know, Israel trying to get, you know, Trump to get involved, you know, now China, Turkey, and Russia are condemning or whatever Israel. So, you know, as this escalates and Russia and Ukraine over there doing what they're doing, isn't that technically like a world war is taking place? Am I crazy? I mean, isn't that what a world war is? When you got wars going on all around the world on different continents, all it takes is some of the big guns like us to get more involved, along with like a China, and that's world war, isn't it? I don't know. Let me know if I'm crazy there, but let's get back to the planes falling out of the sky, you know, on takeoff. I really worry about this everywhere, and every time I take off, this is my biggest fear, and every time I'm landing, my biggest fear. For some reason, it's in my head constantly, nonstop in my head, man. Basically, you guys, the world is on fire right now. We have war all over the place. Israel, Iran, Ukraine, Russia, China, and Russia, and Turkey siding with Iran right now. We have a lot of stuff going on everywhere. We got planes falling out of the fucking sky right now. We got lawmakers being unalived, assassinated, whatever you want to call it, at their homes from people that look like it's a paid hit. We got people, regular people that look like regular businessmen acting like it's okay to wish and say that they wish their president was unalived. We got chaos in the streets right now. We got people that are protesting that think that it's okay to do this to cop cars and think there's not going to be a consequence to it, man. No. Just like you shouldn't burn the flag. I mean, you could do that. I mean, I guess it's your freedom, but you shouldn't, man. But protest all you want. That's your right. You should, and you're supposed to. We are supposed to. That's what we do here. I mean, I realize every now and then, you know, like every decade or every 5 or 6 years it happens. But if you ask me, it seems like right now is the wrong time for you to be doing that. You're fucking with the wrong president and the wrong administration and the wrong Homeland Security and the wrong everything right now. And don't you, can't you read the room? Were you ever taught how to read the room? You're dealing with some people that are gonna they turn the heat up. If you turn the heat up, they're gonna turn it up even higher, twice as high on you, and cook you. You fucking idiot. I'm not calling you an idiot, but you know what I mean, man. Don't be stupid. Play within the rules. Be smart. And good things will happen. I know, I'm not naive, man. I know that sounds like a naive statement. Some people are like, oh, you naive, dumb motherfucker. No, man. Trust me. The consequences are not going to be good, man, if that type of shit right there keeps up. I'm telling you, the consequences will not be good, and it'll just escalate things and speed things up to where you get a lot more people within the country against any of the protests. But right now, you got a lot of Karens on your side. You got a lot of the progressive people on your side, you know, the people from all those Elon protests. You got, you know, all the, you know, green-haired people. You got a lot of people on your side, and you will lose them. You will start to lose people as if that shit continues. But as long as you don't do that, you're good. You're golden. That's enough of all that talk. It's none of my business because I'm not out there protesting. I don't got time to go out there and protest. I'm working too much right now, and I can't just call in, you know, and what I do. I wish I could. I just can't. I have to work. I don't have time, you know, but, you know, I can support in a different way. The way I'm going to support, I'm going to try to give advice and let people know that if you're going to protest, be smart about how you protest. Don't be stupid. Don't follow the agitators. And understand that there are people out there that get paid to agitate you. Trust me, there's people that get paid to agitate you. I know you don't believe me, but it's true. There's definitely paid agitators, and a lot of this is, not a lot, but a big part of this is orchestrated for those agitators that are told what they need to do and where they need to go and what streets they should be on from what time to what time. Those are paid agitators, paid protesters. And you know what? If I was out there all the time protesting, like a lot of people are, and not being paid, I'd be pissed finding out some of these motherfuckers are being paid. So I hope you guys are pissed. You should be calling up these organizations. Just Google it, look into it. I don't have time to look into it for you, but it's funny to me, man. It's crazy because if you believe a lot of this, you know, hype, you're being fooled. And I don't understand why people are, you know, falling right into the trap. But you know. My two takes of the week. I got bad news. Man, I spent a lot of time combing through music. Just flipping through music. I mean, really going through. It's hard right now. I can't find. It's not as easy as it normally would be. I do got some people on my radar. Here's the problem, man. As I'm trying to listen to music and watch visuals, things, it takes a lot of time, right? It takes a lot of time, man. And usually, you know, you can almost hear it right away when you hear something that catches you. None of the stuff I wasted my time with this week caught me. And you know what did catch me though? What caught me? When I'm going through, you know, I'm on Instagram, I think. I don't know if I was on TikTok or if I was on Instagram, but you know, I'm scrolling through and I see this girl and
over 35 and still rapping, keep rapping, my boy. Keep going to that studio because these motherfucking young bulls is trash. They're not authentic. They're not original. Majority of them is talentless. They don't have their own sound. They don't have their own identity. They all sound the same, do the same shit, dick eat off of each other. And honestly, majority of this music today is just trash. And you know why? Because see, back in the day, you didn't have to be known. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with her. Do you agree with her? I don't know who your favorite rappers are right now that are, you know, kind of newer rappers, but there's it's not looking good. It's not looking good right now, man. It's sorry, I hate to say that, but I agree with her 100%. 100%, I agree with her.
Saying if you had the talent, the labels was going to make sure they made you known. You know what I mean? You didn't have to be known. Today, it's the opposite. If you got the talent, they don't give a fuck. They want to know if you popular. Do you have popularity? Do you have a large following, a fan base? And then if you got that, it don't matter if you trash. They want you. They want to sign you. So if you 35 and up, keep on going. Fuck all of that. Oh, I'm getting old shit. No, we need y'all. We need y'all to save music. We need the real lyricists back. We need the ones that, I'm saying, when music had a message, I'm saying, made an impact. Where when you listen to a song, you felt that shit. I'm saying, it spoke to you, talked to you. We need that. So if you 35 and up, keep rapping, Unc. keep fucking going, because we need you out here.
So next week, I'm going to be giving it up to some of the OG rappers that are out there. I would do it right now. This has been a long pod, and I have a long week ahead of me. I got to fly out to Boise, Idaho, and then out to Bend, Oregon, and then out to Seattle. I got a long week ahead of me, and but I'm going to make sure you guys get another one of these this week. And I just want to again say thank you to my sponsor. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to all the sources, all the platforms that allow me on. And I will see every one of you next week. Good luck. I'm out.